The Launch Club can confirm that a judge in Ipswich in England sentenced a Zimbabwean who has been described as a kingpin, a warlord, the king of all bank fraud. This guy is an expert when it comes to removing money from people's account. More than £500,000 have been taken from people's account in the UK alone. If you know anyone that has a bank account, or you or anyone that is close to you use a bank account, please kindly ensure that you watch this video to the end, because a lot of people, especially from our community, have lost their life savings to this guy. His name is Blessing Mudzinge. This guy was only jailed yesterday in Ipswich in England. Let me know what your views are. This guy specializes in bank fraud. And the saddest part is that he was using people from our community, where some of the victims of Blessing Mudzinge. I know some of our brothers and sisters from Zimbabwe may deny this brother. One thing that is very common with us Africans, when somebody has committed a crime, we are very quick to deny and point the finger to another country. But when somebody from our country has done something bad, we will deny that person and paint other countries as bad. We need to change our mindset. A lot of Africans have lost more than £500,000. If you use a bank account either in the UK or outside the UK, kindly ensure that you see this video, because the trick that this guy is still using, this guy has been sentenced, but his network and the guys that he was working with, they are all still there operating in the UK. So let's dive into the story of our brother, Blessing Mudzinge. This guy is only early 40s. But basically the way they operate, if you live in a house where you are sharing a house with other people, make sure you watch this video, because you are vulnerable to this guy and his network. If you're somebody that received a letter, you just dispose it in the post without using a shredder to shred the letter, watch this video, because you could be the next victim of this guy's criminal network. His guys are still out there. They are still out there. The saddest part is that these guys, they were using people from our community. And some people have gone to jail. They have used your identity. There is a web called dark web, where these guys will buy people's details. So if you are somebody that you just take your letter that has your name, you throw in the bin and you don't shred it, you could be the next victim. Because these guys, they were using people's identity to steal. They were using people's identity to withdraw money from bank accounts. They are not only doing it in the UK, even if you live in some of the remote corners of the world, as long as you have a bank account, you are not safe from this guy and his crony. Basically, this guy, what they will do is that they will pick, once they see any of your ID, the next thing they want to do is how they can use your identity, clone your identity to create a bank account. Some of these things, when I read about this guy's activities, I did not believe that this kind of things could ever happen in the UK of all places. Apparently, if this thing can happen easily in the UK, it can happen anywhere in the world. Blessing and his guys, they were calling bank account. They will call your account. Once they have harvested your details, they will call your account pretending to be you. In some cases, this guy and his network, they will pretend to be you. At times, they will tell you that you've had an accident, you can't speak, you can't speak. The moment they find out your details, my brother, These guys are so sophisticated. None of our bank account is safe. People started noticing that money was disappearing from their bank account. And some of us, we don't have the time to be going through our account every time. How many times do you ever sit down to check when you get your bill, how you spend those money? We don't have time because we are so busy. That is an opportunity for Blessing and his guys. They will pretend to be the person. When it comes to internet transfer, anytime you buy something online, you are leaving your fingerprint online. And please always make sure that you use password messenger to manage your account. It's very, very important. This guy, the people that were living at home, like you're sharing a house with somebody received your letter. Some of these guys, they will receive your letter. As soon as they receive your letter, the next thing, they will open the letter. This is why when you are living in a house, when you are sharing a house with other people, you have to be extremely careful because your information is not safe at all. If you have ever opened a company in the UK, the company house, your information is there in the public domain. People like Blessing, once they harvest your information from company house, they are going to use it to open a bank account. To open a bank account in the UK, if you live in the UK, it's very easy. If I know your details, all I do is I just go online, put your details, put everything there. It's so easy that these guys, some of them have insiders in some of the bank where they give them certain information. This guy will clear money from accounts. As soon as he clears the money, he will transfer the money to cryptocurrency. Once the money goes into cryptocurrency, the money has vanished. This guy has been doing it. He has made a lot of money. One account alone, they claim more than 20,000. And they've been doing it for a long time. They were looking for young people where they find Africans who have bank account they haven't used for a long time. Oh, brother, can I use your bank account? I've just got some transaction. Once you give them your bank account or you give them any of your details, my brothers and sisters, they will eat you like vulture. These guys, they do not pity anyone. One account alone from Barclays account, they were able to defraud £475,000 from one account alone. Another Lloyd's account, they were able to defraud that account more than 15,000. This guy, even the judge said, you are a monster. You were doing all these things, harvesting innocent people's information, using the information to help yourself. Sentencing our brother yesterday, the judge, Martin Levitt, said he was a leading figure in conspiracy to defraud vulnerable people through account takeover over a period of 26 months. The judge told Mudzinge at crime court yesterday, you provided script. This guy made so much money to the point where he now started writing. He has a list. He will just write to the people that he was training. He will write a script to them. If you call the bank and you tell them you are John Obi and they ask you this, tell them this. If they ask you this, tell them if they don't. He has a script and he was working. The guy was booming. He was recruiting a lot of people. He was recruiting a lot of people into the criminal enterprise and they were making a lot of money and he was getting commission, for God's sake. A lot of women, they were using a lot of women to defraud lots of people. The judge said that you were speaking on the line to the bank and pretending to be the account holder to conceal your proceeds. You were laundering the money and persuading others to allow you to use their account. Either you withdraw or wanted account linked to cryptocurrency, was persuading people. And the saddest part is that a lot of our people, especially those that recently arrived, the carers. He was using people from the Zimbabwe community who recently arrived. Some of these people, they've opened a bank account and they are not using it. He will approach them. Let me use your account. I'll give you this cut. And because these people themselves, they don't even know how the system works. Some of them know how the system works, but because of the situation they found themselves, they were desperate. They were allowing this brother to use their account. And this guy was hammering money, making a lot of money. And now, guess what? This guy was sentenced. The judge said, you are a careless man. Levis said, you breached personal identity information. We're increasing in personal world that we live in today because everybody uses online banking, and you were collecting utility bills. Those of you, when you receive your council tax, your bank, your any bills, house bills, you have to be careful. As soon as you do not shred it, people like these guys, they are going to harvest your details and they are going to put you into serious trouble. A lot of people are still struggling today. The bank did not believe that they are not the ones that conspire with Blessing Mudzinge to commit this fraud. This guy was only sentenced. He wasn't even sentenced to a long time in jail. That is why some people are saying that this is not good. For a man to steal more than 500,000 pounds, we are talking about. The judge said in this digital age, where more information is being requested by handlers to ensure verification of customers' account details to confirm that an account exists and it belongs to the right customer, fraudsters like these guys can easily pretend to be you, collect your details, and before you know what was happening, you are gone. The judge said this guy was only sentenced to 57 months in prison, less than 5 years. The guy is going to come out again. He's going to come out whilst he's in jail. He has people working for him. In 5 years' time, the guy is going to come out and he's going to continue doing what he was doing. This is why on this occasion, I like the American justice system. A man like this guy should be locked up for 50 years or 100 years because this guy is going to come out in 5 years' time and he's going to continue what he was doing. Do you think that less than 5 years is enough given for this guy to go to prison for what he has done? Let me know what your views are. If you're an African, people like this guy, they are still operating. You know anyone that has a bank account, you share a house, somebody, your bills, you have to make sure that you dispose it. Nobody has access to it because you might think that you just read the bill and you put in the bill. This guy or his boys or his girls that work for him, they find it, they're going to defraud you money from your account with their criminal enterprise. If you have anyone that you know will benefit, kindly ensure that they see this video. Like I said before, this guy is in jail, but there are many people like Blessing Mudzinge who is in jail now. And those of my Zimbabwe people that will say this guy is a Zimbabwean man. He's a Zimbabwean man. Tomorrow I'm sharing the story of another Zimbabwean man who has gone to jail like university up and down, doing worse things. We need to come together. Crime has no tribe. Crime has no religion. There are criminals in every community, every society. So let us not criminalize one society. Share this video with anyone.